Thing one, thing two.
Thing two.
Get it?
Got it.
We're sponsored by Dr. Seuss.
We are.
Whatever. So this is 2 drink minimum show.
It is.
Number 25.
Congrats.
That's like, it's 1/4 of 100, so it's like something.
Yeah.
Some kind of an anniversary, you know?
You can rent a car now, I'm pretty sure.
We can rent
as
a car.
Show.
As a show, we can rent the car
Yeah.
and drunkenly. No,
No.
we can't. We can't drive and drink.
No.
No. But this is a big prestigious moment because we are on local AZTV right now
I'm really excited.
at 3 a.m.
What up, Prime Slot? Coming
Tweakers
at ya.
are our followers now. So we just got to kick ass at the slot, then we move into prime time versus Jimmy Kimmel and all the rest of those.
I just want to say we bumped Cheers. That's all
we
I
did.
have
We,
to say.
we're taking over Cheers slot.
Sorry, Cheers. We
so
bumped you.
it's gonna be.
We're basically
pretty,
the next Cheers, is what I'm trying to say.
You know what
so-
I didn't like? They said, I don't know if you know if I can say this, but they said I can't drink too much on TV, but Cheers is in a bar.
Yeah, they drink a lot.
So I feel like that's segregation.
And it's a lot of takes to get to that point.
I know,
you
exactly. I can't.
You know what?
So you don't even know who we are if you're watching us at 3 a.m. So I'm Steven. I was on MTV before
He was.
as a sugar baby.
He loves the cool guys.
I love the Cougars, whatever. And I'm pretty awesome. So, and Amanda,
I'm Amanda, and I'm a pedophile.
she's a pedophile
so it's the opposite.
and a waitress. And a waitress. That's really funny. Probably one of the funniest people that I am aware of.
One of the funniest people at my actual TGI Fridays location.
You think so?
I mean, Nancy gives me a run for my money. I don't know.
Nancy.
She's a hoot. She's sassy.
Skank.
She's a sassy gal.
Dang. Oh yeah, we can't curse. I forgot. So we actually can't say the 7 dirty words with
Which
the.
are?
So I bleeped all that myself because I edit the show. So haha, FCC.
Post-production.
FCC, what's up? So we got our shirts, Dirty Rags provided these. Those are pretty nice.
Fresh and clean.
Fresh and clean. And let's talk about something amazing that's happening to Amanda.
Oh.
By the time this airs, she might be on the Stephen Colbert Report.
That's weird. That's not what it's called. But yeah, the Colbert Report.
Saying close enough.
I had an interview with them, and they said they'd let me know in the next 2 weeks about. It's just an internship, so I would get coffee for people who got
So
coffee.
you were going to
for people on
replace Stephen Colbert, and it's going to be called The Amanda Show.
TV. Yeah, which I don't think they've ever done. I think that's a completely new. I don't think anyone's ever done. an Amanda show.
Wait a second.
No,
Wait a
no.
second. Let me.
And then I'll do a series called
think back to my
The Women's
Nickelodeon
Room.
days. Let me talk about the Nickelodeon days for a second. You guys know that. So I added this in. Let's talk about bath salt zombies.
Oh, I love them.
So
The latest strain of zombie.
So do you think that they are gonna somehow take over the world if this is the first sign of the apocalypse?
If they do take over, I feel like we'll all be very relaxed about it because we will be in a tub full of bath salts. That's not how that works.
I don't know, but bath salts are like the foreground of
Yeah.
eating faces and stuff. I mean,
No.
do you have an escape plan?
I do. Thanks for asking me if I had one before you asked me on air. Here's my official escape plan. I'm going to bury a hole large enough for my head and stick my head inside of it. And then hope for the best because they're after your brains. So if those are underground,
So it's kind of like la
Everything's
la la la
kosher.
la la la, pretty much.
kind of, but actually I'm hiding the target because zombies, what are they after?
I guess so. She got the point. So everyone just got to
Thank you.
dig their head in grounds.
Everyone ostrich it.
Huh.
We'll make
Let
it.
me take a note of that. Cool.
With your giant pen.
My giant pen. I'm
Your
compensating
giant
for something.
compensating pen.
Which segues into our next topic about
Yes.
compensating for things.
Oh, I love it.
AIDS.
What?
AIDS. Now, if you get diagnosed with AIDS or deathly HIV, can you still get a wish from the Make-A-Wish Foundation?
I hope so. I hope so.
I mean, but you're an adult. You're a grown adult. You're Magic Johnson.
Oh, like is there a cutoff? I don't know. if
Yeah,
there's a
like you're
cutoff
Magic
age.
Johnson, right? You're Magic Johnson 20
Okay,
years
first
ago.
of all, Magic Johnson does not need anyone's money because.
I'm just saying, but he wasted all his money on AIDS research, right? He basically solved AIDS.
Yeah, but he doesn't have AIDS. He's HIV positive, so
Well-
he did something right. He's like injecting the currency into his system.
But
or
if like
something.
if you're already like an established person, do you still get a wish, or you think there should be some kind of
Oh.
qualification where you're like poor enough?
I think that you can get a wish as long as it's not a money-based wish. If it's like a happiness wish,
Like what would you say?
like you get
That
snuggled in the morning
a
by
man, a man has AIDS. What do you wish for?
I wish for him that a large Jamaican woman every morning wakes him up and just nestles him to her breast. And it's just comforting and she sings to him and it would be beautiful.
Why Jamaican?
I don't know, I just feel like the accent would be soothing in a time of need.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
man.
don't even
It's
know how to
okay,
do it.
man.
It's okay.
It's
you
okay.
you
Come
have
in here,
AIDS.
man.
It's okay. you
Oh,
have AIDS.
there, that's my big boy. That's not right.
Is that sounds? I think maybe a little bit.
It's inappropriate.
Is it? Okay.
It's a personal dream. I didn't mean to say it out loud.
So this is gonna come back full circle, circle of lifestyle.
Ooh.
Since we're gonna be on late, we're basically competing with a lot of infomercials right now. I mean, have you ever bought anything late at night when you're feeling lonely?
Besides one of those sex talk lines,
Yeah.
no, except for I got my dog a Snuggie. I did it. I'm not proud. But they sell dog Snuggies.
You know
For
what?
when your dog's fur isn't furry enough.
I can't make fun of you because my mom kind of babysits my dog sometimes, and she
Oh.
bought her puppy mittens.
Oh, for her dog.
Well, because it's the asphalt is hot.
Hot.
It is hot. So,
I get that. I won't walk my dog at certain times because I think it's too hot for her little feetsies.
what kind of dog do you have? Well, how come we haven't had a?
Oh, she's a white curly.
I have a white dog too.
She's small.
That means they can
and
play together without any people making fun of them.
White power for the dog. For this is going well.
Okay. Are we good, time lady? Good. Okay. Huh? Okay. Let's skip around since we already completed that. Mike Tyson's one-man Broadway show.
I'm so excited.
Let's talk about it.
I
Mike
don't
Tyson.
even know what it's gonna be, but he is doing a one-man show on Broadway. which
But
is
he's
like-
talking about like his life and what's it like to be the
Yeah,
champ.
but he's saying it
and,
with a lisp, which is awesome.
I apologize to our lisp fans out there. You got a lisp joke, don't you?
I used to tell a lisp joke.
Okay.
It's why did they make the word lisp so hard for a person with a lisp to say? It's either a test or they're being mean.
And your example was?
If it's a test, if they're like, oh, I have a lisp. No, you don't. But if they're like, oh, I have a lisp. Yeah, now you do.
Cindy Brady, I'm sorry if you're offended.
I love lisps. I will go see that show. That will be amazing.
Did you see his documentary?
I didn't.
Oh, it's so good because he's a vicious animal,
Yes.
like a very vicious guy.
Yeah.
And they like one of his things, his intimidating things was like eye contact before the match. So when you stare into someone's eyes, deep into their eyes, and you break away because you're nervous, obviously looking at me, you get nervous. Your eye contact breaks away,
I just peed a little.
and then he knows he broke their spirit.
Oh, I see.
Just
well,
saying.
yeah, he
Best
like.
fighter in the world.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Best fighter in the world. Mike Tyson, I
Absolutely.
swear. This guy.
No, he's a beast, and he was great in The Hangover.
It was.
1, 2.
No, that was no. I mean, Hangover 2 was just garbage.
I enjoyed it as well.
I mean,
If The Hangover 2
was-
had happened without there being a Hangover 1, people would have loved it. It was just that they redid the exact same storyline.
it reminded me of like Mary-Kate and Ashley movies. Like the first couple were cute,
The
but
Olsen twins.
yeah, but I think like a couple too many made it just boring. You
They're
know?
adorable blonde
And
twins.
her, I know, but too much. Like how many times can they solve the mystery of who stole the
as many
cookies?
as they want. They're precious American treasures, and not anymore. They're tiny and
Skinny.
need to eat.
Anyways, on that note, that concludes one half. And
Good
so
ending note.
here's a word from our lovely supporting sponsors.
Ta-da!
I went out for Last Comic Standing like 5 or 6, and when you don't make it, they have you sit in a booth and then NBC hired some dick you and heckle you, and you just sit there in this booth and you take it, and that's the worst I've ever been having.
Should I wait till you guys are done? I want to ask about like advice you give the comics. Because there's a ton of people who want to be comics.
Yeah.
What's your advice to them?
I think the only thing you can do is write all the time and go on stage all the time. Most importantly, go on stage all the time. Because things that you think are funny,
Question.
it's hard to make something you think is funny to everybody else.
It might just be evidence that you're a weirdo instead of just a professional.
Well, it's one of those things that where like 9 of the 10 things you write are not going to be funny to other people.
Which is why you have to write so much.
And you have to go up and like find out what's funny. That would be great if you were like, we interviewed Matt Fulcheron, it's just balls, and then go back to
Back to you.
Yeah, let's do a cutaway.
Why don't you just do that?
Let's do one
I just
cutaway.
gave that
That'll
to
be like
you.
the intro.
I'll be our
or something.
sponsor. I'll be our sponsor for the break. I'm gonna say balls for 30,
ready?
30 seconds. Ready? Go.
Balls!
We opened up Stand Up Scottsdale as a result of I had lived in LA, and I got into another club over here in Scottsdale. I just noticed there was a huge need for comedy other than the style that was being produced and portrayed here in Arizona. You know, we don't let people tell silly hack jokes. They're telling jokes about what we care about. It's based on one person getting really honest with their own thoughts and packaging them in a way that makes it interesting.
Cool, you guys are out. I don't get out much anymore because my friends are boring. Yeah, like life before Netflix, boring, you guys.
Shows have been going really well. You know, we bring in the up and coming stars of a comedy.
Yeah, they don't call it boring though. They call it married.
You're always going to see a relevant headliner here.
We're laughing and giggling, and then he started tickling me.
All of the stars from Comedy Central Presents. Tonight we have Rachel Feinstein, Live at Gotham, Last Comic Standing, Chelsea Lately. Most of those comedians come in.
They'd be like, no, Mr. Company, no. And she would go, no means yes, Chrissy.
We have great pricing. Tickets are $15. You're gonna see 4 or 5 comedians, Chef Jim Vigil and Shauna. They work up a great American bar food menu. You know, from our wine burger, which is bar none, it's a very, very tasty burger. We have sliders, chicken sandwiches, and nachos. Our drink prices were $3 to $6. For the comedy fans, you know, Comedy Dollar. You can come here with a ticket and eat for less than $30. Stand Up Scottsdale Comedy Club, we're located at 6820 East 5th Avenue in Old Town Scottsdale. We have shows every Friday and Saturday at 7 and 9 p.m.
Suck in your gut.
Good to go.
Why is my battery dying? No.
Oh my goodness, what did you do?
It's got 23 minutes. Perfect.
Oh, we're good to go. Everything's going well, just as we planned,
This is
right?
our plan. This is perfect. Look at this shot. This is like a money shot if you ever saw one, right?
That's gross.
Why? Why would that be gross?
The money shot's like the finishing shot.
Yeah, but you use that in your act. You talk about the money. You're like, instead of them coming
Oh,
on your
yeah,
face,
yeah. But
and on
that's
your
a
chest,
joke
and you're like,
about chivalry.
oh.
It's a thing that I do.
Amanda just killed it, by the way, on stage here at Stand Up Scottsdale. She was pretty awesome.
Our headliner killed it.
Yeah, he was pretty awesome.
Pretty freaking awesome. We tried to show everyone our sweet ass
I'm
shirt.
trying to fix the camera.
Well, don't ruin the camera.
There we go. It's good enough. Let's talk about stuff.
Let's do it.
Speaking of porn,
Amen.
the Octomom did a porno.
Which is weird to me.
Why would that be weird?
Because she's supposed to be a role model to children now, you know?
How would, what?
She has so many.
So how's she a role model to children?
So if her kids find out that she's in porn, that's weird. That's your mom.
So I investigated this situation a little bit farther.
Alright.
I found the pirated version of her pornographic film. And her boobs look her nipples were off centered a little bit.
Like to the side?
Yeah,
Outward?
it was soft core, so you never saw like her finger going in her vagina, just like her going down her pants. And I could not get an erection.
It's classy. Classy, and I'm proud of her.
You know, I mean, like she has to. That's like what she has to do to support 8 kids. I mean, she is not Angelina Jolie or Brad Pitt.
She doesn't. Yeah, no skills.
She's good at making babies.
She whips out mad babies, that's for sure. But you know what? They call me the Octomom. Because I don't want kids. If I wanted a tiny ball of energy, I would just get my vibrator, and I have 8 of them.
What do you name your
So
vibrator?
they call me the Octomom.
What do you name your vibrator? Fans want to know. DiCaprio, because he drowns deep and he never lets go.
Yeah, that's way better than anything.
Remember, Rose? If you jump, I jump.
But I won't.
Man. Did you have a crush on him when you saw it when that first came out?
I did. I didn't. The first time I watched it was when I was younger, and I haven't really gotten into it again. But when I first saw it, I was
Did
like,
you see Titanic in 3D?
did you?
Yeah. No, I didn't. But it wasn't that great.
You half lied.
Well, people said it was like pieces of wood coming at you, I think. I don't know.
That's
I never got an IMAX. It's just, because the IMAX theater near me is like in the ghetto theater, and I think of myself a little bit better than some people.
Of course you do. We all know that.
I mean, like, think about it. If you're going to like Guadalupe area, you think like, hey, I'm above these people? And maybe I'm facetious or stuck up or something. Anyways, Rodney King died. Does that mean racism is coming back?
I'm nervous that it might. Not so much for the cause.
Did he do a lot? Well, he incited all the LA riots, and it was funny. Me and Maddie's brother, we witnessed a fight over at Jackrabbit, which is the ghetto club, and we filmed it. And there were 2 African Americans beating the crap out of each other, and it was like vicious.
Horrible.
I know, but we caught it on film, and then we did the whole thing where he pans to a face, so he panned to my face, and I just shook my head like this.
Did you call the police?
No, they separated it within like 15 seconds. But Scottsdale PD, man, those guys are sharks, I tell you what.
Lazy jerk.
I remember, I was driving on Scottsdale Road one time, I saw a homeless guy, and there was 2 cop cars and 3 cops trying to shoo him away. Yeah, you think it's a little too much for like
Yes.
a homeless guy?
I had the most depressing thing happen to me with a homeless guy. It was this gentleman who had like, I don't know what happened, but I was leaving school and it was like this house between like my house and school, you know, and he was passed out, non-responsive on the lawn. So I called the police and I was like, there's a gentleman who's not
Did
responsive
you
on the
really say
lawn.
gentlemen?
Yeah, I did.
Why can't you just say a guy?
Because that's what you, that's what I said. I don't know, I was distraught. I was distraught and confused.
You're so polite.
And I tried to wake him up and he was non-responsive. It was actually really scary. And they didn't do anything about it. They were like, oh yeah, we know who this guy is, it's fine. They shook him awake and let him go.
Like
and
it's
I
a
was
normal
like,
thing?
I was like, he needs treatment.
Was
like
his name Donnie Darko?
No.
You know what kind of reference I'm going for on that one? Falling asleep on golf courses, waking up.
It's really the
Never
same
mind.
thing.
Never mind. Okay. Last topic. How do you sound on the phone? Like, has anyone ever told you you sound sexy on the phone?
No. No, they haven't.
A girl recently, probably won't watch the show, says like, you know what? You just sound really sexy right now on the phone. I'm like, oh, I just woke up from a nap.
That's unusual.
So I'm thinking every time I've talked to any other girl before that, I sound like a girl.
No, I'm sure you sounded like deeper. Like coming up for a nap, you were like, oh, hey.
Well, that thing.
Which is actually the way I sound, so it's not sexy.
Well, I mean, okay, think about it this way. if we didn't have like very white people that made sexy music or rap music for that matter, would there be like as much sex in this world at this point in time? If we just stopped at,
We didn't have sexy music.
if we just stopped at Louis Armstrong and he just says like, and I think your master, that's how far people would go.
We probably wouldn't have overpopulation, is what I think.
Because rap music generates sexual tension in people, right? Right? Yes.
Well, people tend to put it on. It's the mood music.
Okay, what the rap music was never invented, and those clubs, what are they listening to?
Oh, in the clubs?
Yeah.
Not specifically for intercourse?
Well, okay, at the end of the night, a lot of DJs put on intercourse-related music.
Right.
You know?
Yeah. They're trying to set the
So
mood
what
and
would they-
hook everyone up.
So what would happen if that was never allowed?
A really good question.
Oops.
Let's see. I think probably the Hokey Pokey. Because it has pokey in it.
Pokey, and so guys would poke their wieners.
Yeah. There's a poking aspect involved.
That's adorable.
Thank you.
What happened
No.
to Facebook poking? Does anyone still do that?
Isn't there like a super poke?
What? That's
Which
like
is kind of disturbing, right? Like,
there's an app for that, I think.
there's an app for
Poking.
ultimate sexing someone.
I don't know. I was curious because what would we do without that? Okay, my laptop's died.
Oh, bye.
Bye. No more live stream. You guys get to watch the whole thing. So we're gonna go on to Misconnections.
I'm really excited.
So I'm gonna read the first one. And if you guys don't know, if you're not a fan of Craigslist or anything like that,
You should be, by the way.
check the Misconnection. We like to help out these lost souls, I like to say, and finding their potential mate,
Yeah, we're like angels, really.
We're like angels on camera, drinking alcohol and stuff. I can't say drinking alcohol, I'm gonna have to bleep that. FCC.
Hydrating is one word.
Okay, so this is in tune of Gay Pride Month.
We're gonna switch roles.
I decided to go instead of women for men and men for women. I'm gonna go women for women. See what the lesbians think about these things, So I'm gonna use my best lesbian accent.
I'm excited because I haven't heard this yet. Pressure's off.
You're Asian. I'm Puerto Rican. We're meant for each other. You were our waitress Friday night, May 18, 2012 at Olive Garden on Alma School and Southern. My party was sitting way in the back and we were a large party. I asked for the mixed grill well done. I don't know if you remember me, but I was eyeballing you. You had a watch on dark hair. That's bad grammar. You're adorable, and I can only hope the planets align and some mind communication can lead you to read this, lol. Anywho, I didn't want to be creepy, and I don't even know if you're into girls, period.
That's really...
Yeah, so you were that girl. Forgot how much time? 2 minutes? Okay.
Oh my
okay, you can
goodness.
read that. We can go over time.
Alright, so this is my impression of a gay guy, like a strong, masculine gay gentleman.
Do it.
You were the short, stocky, and hairy guy who came into my room at shoot last Saturday morning, about 10 a.m.
British?
Maybe. He's been around the world. He's well traveled. I will go on. I'm the big, stocky, bald senior guy who enjoyed the fantastic blowjob you gave me. You are just the guy I need to compliment a couple times a week just to drain my wiener and give me relief.
This is real. This is really real.
In character. I rarely go to the shoot, but was really horny that day. You didn't ask, You didn't ask me to reciprocate, and that's what I wanted. You are not one of those mechanical pumpers that turn me off. Instead, you made my...
Just say it. It's natural.
You made love to my wiener. Teased it till it throbbed. Egged it off. Then edged me higher. Backed off to lick my nuts. Why are you making them?
This is so real.
Then took my full mouth and sucked every drop of sperm from my wiener. I walked out of chute, light on my feet and fully drained and relaxed. I can't read this because there's a shadow. I live on the west side, Sun City area. So if you live anywhere else by and want to drain me on a regular basis, I can offer you a disease-free, clean burst of sperm for you a couple times a week. Wow, I'm uncomfortable.
Why? The guy was 63 years old.
I did not read that.
That guy was 63 years old and he posted that on Craigslist.
You know what? I'm happy for him.
You know, good for
Good for him.
and being gay and old, you know?
Yes. Woo woo.
Anyways,
That's the message of the show.
links. Check more videos, 2drinkminimumshow.com, you know that. My Twitter is 2DMshow right here. You can watch all my updates and everything here about me, my personal life. And Amanda is Amanda June Moon. What's the moon about?
It rhymes.
Oh, that's cute. And thanks to our sponsors, DirtyRags.com for the shirts, and Stand Up Scottsdale. Check them out, standupscottsdale.com. They got some awesome people coming up here, pretty famous.
Absolutely.
Matt something or other, he made a funny video with us.
Matt Ultron is the best.
Just kidding. And special thanks to Howard for doing this. And that brings us to the final shot. So we like to give a toast out to something. So ladies first.
To feminism after that last read.
This is a recap from last episode. I thought I had testicle cancer, but it was just a lesion from doing kickboxing. So kids, remember to always play with your balls and check for lumps.
Check him for lumps.
Cheers. And that's episode 25. See you next time, guys.
For more videos like this, go check out the 2 Drink Minimum Show.
.com.
.com.
He felt it.